All right, welcome back to Pareidolia. If you missed the first video I did on this, Pareidolia is a phenomena where something looks like another thing. Sounds really descriptive, but that's kind of what it says on the sidebar here as well. So it's hard to get more descriptive than that. Also, I have to Google the word before I can even make it to the subreddit because I forget how to spell it. Be a heck of a spelling bee word, wouldn't it? Anyway, yeah, if you missed the first one, you'll get what I'm saying in just a moment when we go down here, and we'll start off with the king hiding under my office chair. See, because it looks kind of like Elvis Presley, but it's a thing in the office chair. That's Pareidolia. Again, just a little reminder for you, because that kind of looks like Elvis Presley hitting a big note right there with the tuft of hair. I mean, I wasn't around in Elvis Presley's prime time, but I kind of know what he looks like. So, does everyone here know who Elvis Presley is? I'm realizing that we might have somewhat of a younger crowd, at least some of the people watching this. Is that like a common name? Or am I getting old? This uncomfortable ceiling above my study spot. It almost looks like that was done on purpose. That reminds me of my mom's old house that I lived in from like second grade until I went off to school. And there were like nice grains in the wood on the ceiling. And there were particular ones where it looked like, oh, that's a dog's face. Oh, that's a sock. I'm trying to remember what all the things were. There was the dog face, there was a sock, and there were some others as well. But it kind of reminds me of this, even though this is not, that uses like the lights and stuff, but it reminds me of just laying down on my bed, looking up at the ceiling and looking at all the different images because of the knots in the wood and all the grains and stuff. So, brings me back, man. This ball python is sporting a smiley face. Oh, right, it's right there. I was like trying to look at the entire shape of the ball python, and I was like, I'm not seeing the smiley face. Am I oblivious? No, it just has a little smiley face over there. I feel like that's not exactly Pareidolia, because Pareidolia seems to be like more of a combination of things that then assemble rather than just like a marking on the snake. But that is a smiley face right there. Yeah, see, this is exactly, dude, this right here is exactly what my ceiling at my mom's old house used to look like. It was basically this. This almost looks identical to one of the things in there. I swear to God, this looks exactly like it. So next up, this suitcase seems pissed off. Dude, it's real mad that it's getting shoved right into an overhead luggage compartment. I'd be mad too if I was a suitcase. I'd be like, man, I cost like $500. I hope not, but dude, luggage is really expensive. It's really, really expensive. I would imagine maybe it's because if it's good luggage, like you buy it once and then you don't have to ever buy it again. So the suitcase company has to be like, well, our stuff is so good that nobody ever buys it twice. So we got to make it really expensive. Or obviously there's like the designer stuff. Dude, there was a suitcase that came along. It was like a suitcase set that came along with either like Bentley or Rolls Royce, something. It was like $30,000. I was like, oh my God. Also, there's that clock on the Bentley Bentayga that's like $160,000 option. It's just a clock in the dash. Ooh, boy. I just got sidetracked. But yes, that luggage looks angry. He's a slow eater. Give him a few more centuries to finish. This top comment, reddit.com/trees sucking on things. Is this real? Hold on, I have to see if this is real. This is real. Wait, this is real with 30,000 subscribers. Reddit.com/trees sucking on things. Maybe for a future video. All right, you learn something new every day. There you go, folks. If you're interested in something new to browse. Oh, man. I half the time that someone links a new subreddit in the comments to something I think is a joke, and then no, it's actually real. I took a picture for Snapchat and noticed today that the light reflection looks like Winston Churchill. I'm gonna have to really like bring some memories back here. Yeah, yeah. It kind of. I don't know if it looks specifically like anyone, but you know, old dude in tuxedo with bow tie. We'll go with that. I don't know about the Winston Churchill thing, unless again my recollection of what Winston Churchill looks like is not exceedingly accurate. But here, let's go for reference. Winston Churchill. That's my main man, Winston, right there. Okay, we got that right there compared to that right there. It's just a lot of blur. Well, it looks like the photo was taken back in the 1700s or something like that. But I can see how the shadow is like a person. This angry lady mop. God, that looks horrifying. Jesus. That looks just exactly like someone who, when I was younger, would have told me to stop skateboarding on the sidewalk, which happened a few times. Like, yo, lady, I'm cool here. I've cleared you by a wide berth. You were at no risk of getting run into by me on my skateboard. I'm actually fairly competent at it, okay, lady? And just mind your own business, aight? And that just reminds me of a dramatic reenactment of what they looked like. And for some reason, it was always ladies like that. It was never a dude, never someone younger. It was always an old lady, always. Not that old, though. Not like super old, because like if they're in a walker and stuff, I'd be I'd like slow down. But it was just like maybe in their 50s or 60s or something like that, where they're just angry. And I don't know why they're angry, but they're angry. And I'm like, geez, cool it. And then I skated away. So I think it's time to pay homage to the first pareidolia any of us probably ever saw. It's accurate. It's always looked like a face. It always will look like a face. And if you are not from the United States, you're like, well, that was the first one that I saw, but sure enough, because all electrical sockets, for the most part, they look like some kind of face, regardless of where you are. So yeah, I'm British, you insensitive clod. Our plugs don't look like faces. Don't they look a little bit like faces still? They still have 3 prongs, don't they? If you have a ground, it's the two circular ones, right? It's the 2 circular ones, and then I'm pretty sure it still has a ground, so it still looks like a face, right? Or do they not have a ground in the UK? I should be more internationally acquainted with things. Walked past this sweet elderly couple enjoying the morning on their porch. How very cute. Boxes seem to be a very common source of pareidolia. You know? I don't know why. I don't know what it is about the placement of the handles, plus what are the other 2 dots that always seem to be on boxes? I don't know what they're for. What are they? Are they to allow the inanimate object inside to breathe? Just in case there's something living in here, we got to give some extra air holes, all right? I'm sure there's a very good reason. It could be very adequately explained, but I'm just making fun of it. Evil skull I found in a pizza ad in La Paz, Bolivia. Oh God, that looks horrifying. Did you guys not realize what that looks like? Jeez, dude, I don't want that pizza now. I'm going to get possessed. I'm going to need an exorcism. Do you offer that as well? Is that like an off the menu item? Jesus. Is it like predicting that I'm going to get horrible food poisoning and be on the toilet for the next like 24 hours after I eat that? God, how did you not realize that? Or is it just a really spicy pizza? Jeez, dude. That's very much a skull though. Oh my God, close the door. What? See, why does it have the 2 holes again? It's the same one as the one we just saw. Okay, why do those holes exist in boxes? And there's no way for me to, I can't Google that. There's no way for me to Google that. Why do boxes have holes? How is that possibly going to yield any useful information? Googling why do boxes have holes? It's just not. Someone's going to have to tell me who knows about packaging. But yeah, those boxes are having a bit of fun in there. Looks very surprised. It's been walked in on. Maybe it's just so that they look like they have faces. Maybe that's the whole point. Is someone was like, how can we make these boxes more fun? Make them look like they have faces. Just no practical reason. Just it looks funny. Runny noses are the worst. That's fantastic. I've never seen a sink like that, actually, where the faucet is built into the porcelain. That also seems like kind of, I don't know, you want it to be more modular so that you can replace parts rather than having to replace the entire sink if there's a problem with the faucet. But I don't know. Who am I to decide? I'm no plumber. Every time you turn it on, it's like, oh God, not again, allergies. Damn it, poor sink. Looks cross-eyed too, like, oh, I'm having a real bad day today. A rare horny tree. Excuse me? What is this? This can't be a natural thing. This cannot be something that has occurred naturally. This takes top marks for the pareidolia subreddit. Because like it's got a damn face at the top of it that can't be naturally occurring. There's no way. I want to believe, but I feel like it has to have been something set up. Just there's no way. I mean, I want to believe that maybe it was actually growing and then someone just chopped the top off, but it's too good. It's too perfect, but also brilliant. The shadow of spider plant looks like actual spider. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Can you imagine walking outside, looking down at the ground, and be like, holy God! That's a big spider. And then you turn around and you're like, oh, thank God. I would actually have a heart attack. I would walk outside, looked on the ground, oh God, imagine if you the door to that patio is in such a way that you see the shadow first before the plant. Just imagine, I would actually die. I would die. I would die. I would move that plant immediately. That can't continue to be there because it's going to freak me out every single time. I'll never get used to it. Holy crap. I've seen a few movies with this ending. Wow. I mean, yeah, that's explicit, but Jesus. The top comment is I never make it to the ending. Wow-wee. Woo! Okie dokie. Easter Island. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, look at the thumbnail here. Hold on. Look at the thumbnail. And I don't think we want to zoom in on it because it'll ruin the illusion. But look at the thumbnail, and then it doesn't look nearly as much like it when you're at the image at larger size. But in the thumbnail, I was like, how is that anything other than an actual statue? I need to get in far. It helps again to be a little farther away. It's a little farther away because then this is once again the mouth. That's the mouth, and then this entire component here that turns in, and then yeah, it's so much better if you're farther away and it's smaller. Can you please make the roof look like a suspicious fox? Yeah. Oh, I feel like we've had a couple of posts on here, at least in the last one, that are roofs that have that exact same configuration with the two little slits. Because there was that other one last time that was like the high roof or something like that. It was the same sort of thing. This one just happens to be red and have some kind of fox ears on there. I wonder if any architect has ever been so proud of their design and then someone walks up next to them as they're admiring the finished construction and is like, that looks like a fox on the roof. And the architect's like, oh God, I never noticed that. It's ruined. Be sad and also hilarious at the same time. Well, that was it for Pareidolia for this month. I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you like. Check out the playlist in the description if you want to catch any other Reddit videos. Subscribe if you're not already. And if you want to listen to the music playing in the background right now, it's linked in the outro on Marin Music. I'll see you next time.